Okay, well, thank you, everyone. My name is Brad Lips. I'm the CEO of Atlas Network, and it is a real privilege to welcome you to the 2018 Asia Liberty Forum. And I just love that video, which I know we first saw at Kathmandu a few years ago, and it's been updated subsequently. But it's a wonderful reminder that the ideas of freedom that we champion have roots in so many of Asia's great traditions. Over the next 2 days, of course, our focus is really about looking forward, about how we can make these ideas newly relevant, about how we can improve lives as we restore a faith in human liberty and break down barriers to opportunity. So history shows us that when people are free to use their talents and energy, they create value that uplifts all people across the board. And this is the understanding that those of us in this room share. And I'm just enormously grateful to be part of an organization that gets to play the role of convener, that gets to help fill a room like this with people who are idealistic, but who are also really focused on the practical challenge of how we can put these ideas into action. Atlas Network now connects and trains and supports more than 480 organizations spread across 94 countries. We have a bottom-up philosophy, which means that we do not presume to have the answers about what the priorities ought to be for all of you in this room. The only thing that we do presume is that you can get a lot of value by interacting with your peers who come together at events like Asia Liberty Forum. You can learn about what they've tried and what has failed and what has succeeded. You can take those ideas back home and customize them to the challenges that you face and that you can achieve with your team. So this program has been designed so that you will benefit from it and also contribute to the value that others derive from it. And I think that's going to happen almost automatically so long as you come into this with a genuine desire to learn and to engage and participate. So I hope you're prepared to be an active contributor over these next 2 days. And from the sort of chaotic sound of speed networking, I think you're all sort of in the right spirit of sharing, so I appreciate that. And I just want to say that I look forward to these next 2 days. We have a great program. Thank you to the sponsors that are going to be recognized in more depth later, but especially thank you to the team here at Center for Indonesian Policy Studies. We would not be able to carry off the conference schedule that Atlas Network puts together if it could not rely heavily on local organizations to do the heavy lifting. And we're just blessed to have a wonderful friendship and collaborative working relationship with the team here at CIPS. So thank you, CIPS, and thank you all for being part of Asia Liberty Forum. I'm now going to turn things over to Anthea Haryoko.
Balance those precarious stairs. Okay, thank you everybody for being here. Friends, fellow think tank leaders, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 Asia Liberty Forum. Woo! My name is Anthea Haryoko. I'll be your MC for the next 2 days. The Atlas Network and the Center for Indonesian Policy Studies are really excited to have you here for the 6th Asia Liberty Forum that celebrates the incredible work and achievements in bringing greater freedom and prosperity for the region. It is an honor to be in the company of so many celebrated think tank leaders and policy experts from all over Asia. To provide a welcoming address, I'd now like to introduce Mrs. Saidah Sakwan. Mrs. Saidah is the chairwoman of the Center for Indonesian Policy Studies and a commissioner of the Indonesian Competition Commission, or Komisi Pengawas Persaingan Usaha. Ibu Ida, dipersilakan. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning to us all. Miss Linda, Chairwoman of the Atlas Network. Mr. Bradley, CEO of Atlas Network. Distinguished speaker and expert, ladies and gentlemen. Our universe works in seemingly perfect balance. A cost to something is balanced by benefit of other. And we may not understand everything has two poles, its opposite. Like has dislike, black and white, and hood it's cool. This winner party and this losing party. Good deeds are rewarded and we're wrong are repaid. And the skin of our social and political setting. Each party plays its own role to play this balance. Therefore, allow me to welcome you all at the Asia Liberty Forum 2018, a forum for us to promote a balance between regulation and its impact to the business and society. It is my great pleasure to welcome you here today. It is a wonderful moment for all us in CIPS to have so many guests coming from all over Asia, from Australia, Europe, and United States. It is a great pleasure to see you many Indonesian experts and participants joining us in this important conference. Distinguished speaker and participant, we understand that Indonesian government has released their statistic for 5.17% national growth and is unable to reach the target in 2017. One of the reasons is a slower house consumption despite of increase in export and investment. Many parties question this argument. Do we trust this argument? If so, what caused the diminished household consumption? And what's our potential effect caused by this imbalance? Those are few questions needed to be explained by the government for this past week. I believe many remaining questions on our country development reach an unsatisfying answer by the government. The problem is, FERI cannot just do it at their own because people will say it is subjective defense. This is where the think tank can play its role independently by its own knowledge and expertise to advise the policymaker or government or politician. This Asia Liberty Forum, its meeting of public policy experts and think tank, and our importance is growing day by day. We are meeting at the time when information is easily spread, but in ever shorter and simpler soundbite. Populists find much space to seduce the public with their simplistic ideas serving nobody but their own interests. In Indonesia, we are preparing for election, and this populist voice are becoming louder. On the international stage, we face new protectionist barrier brought forward by populist leader. This time requires think tank with a sober and rational analysis and the skill to disseminate our policy suggestion. We need to apply rigorous academic analysis. We need journalistic skill. We need to understand preference of politicians and decision makers. We need to ability to build coalition and to mobilize to help of donor and supporter. The Global Go-To Think Tank Index by the University of Pennsylvania in the monitoring all of this, and 2017 report has just been launched 10 days ago, and I am very proud that CIPS has again been listed among the top 100 think tank in this region. Thank you. Distinguished college, speaker, and participant. During the Asia Liberty Forum, we are going to discuss a broad range of public policies issues. Let me take a few moments this morning to highlight some areas that matter to us in CIPS. In general, we address issues that have strong impact on the livelihood of the poor household in this country. In CIPS, we base our work on the understanding that only economic, civil, and political freedom will allow Indonesians to prosper. And one key area in the liberalization of food trade, our research show how much money poor households are wasting on food due to trade restriction. If Indonesian, we allow it to engage more freely in international trade, their monthly food bill would be much lower, and the poor could spend their saving on healthcare, education, and just or more food. We are also addressing the important issue of Indonesian school education. Here we suggest that competition is needed. Here we suggest that only competition provide the incentive for school to improve the quality of their education. Government school need to compete with the private school. But private schools are being disadvantaged. And CIPS, we are therefore focusing on reform that strengthen the private school that's only just minimal tuition fee and serve the poor. Finally, we engagement in several other areas where community struggle to grow more, well are enriched prosperity. We have cooperated with the Ministry of Manpower in the area of labor migration. During the Asia Freedom Dinner tomorrow, we are proud to launch our book on migrant workers who come back to Indonesia and started their own little enterprises. CIPS also studies property right improvement for local communities. We support the Indonesian government policy that give 12,000 villages the rights to manage their local forest resources. Finally, we are opposing effort to ban the production, sale, and consumption of alcoholic drink in Indonesia. We argue it will only lead to smuggling and black market that they sell unrecorded and often highly dangerous drink. They are all examples of the work that we do. All in all, it is important for us in CIPS that our policy recommendations are showing way for the poor to prosperity. It is wonderful and indeed important for us to know that CIPS is not alone. Looking at the large group of people we have gathered here today, I am very happy and thankful that we are part of this network and has been so supportive. On behalf of the CIPS Board of Directors, I would like to express our special gratitude to the Atlas Network for your continued support and especially for trusting us to co-host this event. I assure you we did all we can to make this Asia Liberty Forum a success. None of the Asia Liberty Forum and none of the work of CIPS would be possible without the support of our donor in Indonesia and abroad. It is remarkable how many organizations and individuals have chosen to give us the support of this Asia Liberty Forum. Thank you very much. I wish you all the great event, full inspiration, and I'm sure this Asia Liberty Forum will give you the motivation to continue work for freedom and your nation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.